Friday the 31st of January, I stood in front of 60 coaches, high-level people making a real impact on the world. But what they didn't know is that I almost didn't show up. I nearly sabotaged the whole thing. And the reason? My own brain. It was working against me all week, trying to convince me to back out, and I almost listened. So this isn't just about me. This is about you. Because every time you hesitate on an opportunity, every time that you talk yourself out of something big, that's self-sabotage at work. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to stop it before it stops you. So let's rewind. Months earlier, I was at this very desk, coffee in hand, planning my day, when I got a message from a guy named Dan. He asked me if I wanted to speak in front of 60 coaches at an event. My first thought, hell yes, let's do it. It was months away, plenty of time to prepare. I felt excited, honored that he'd asked, and confident that I would do a good job. But as the event got closer, something shifted. Now, fast forward to the week of the event. I was back from a ski trip, sitting at this desk again, but this time my brain wasn't thinking about how great this event was going to be. Instead, it was scrambling for ways to get me out of it. It wasn't excitement anymore, it was panic. And every single day I found a new excuse, a new reason why I shouldn't go. I told myself things such as, you've just come back from skiing, your brain isn't sharp enough for this. Or, you're doing 75 hard, how are you going to drink a gallon of water while you're traveling? Or, you have a cold sore, that's your sign that your body is too exhausted for this. And the worst part, these thoughts felt like facts, but they weren't. They were just thoughts. My brain was doing what it's wired to do, searching for reasons to avoid discomfort, to avoid risk, to keep me safe, because that's what the brain does. It does not care about success, it simply cares about survival. And the more I listened to these thoughts, the worse it got. I felt anxious, my stomach was tight, my internal dialogue was relentless, maybe it's better if you cancel, and this is what self-sabotage really looks like. It's not dramatic, it's not obvious, it's a quiet series of tiny thoughts that seem logical, that seem protective, that convince you to play small. But that's the exact trap. Then something inside of me shifted. I caught myself. I literally stopped and asked, wait, are these thoughts facts or just fear? Now, I realized that if this makes me anxious, that's not a reason to back out. It's actually the biggest reason that I need to do it. Because one of my biggest goals this year was to become a better speaker. This event wasn't an obstacle. It was an opportunity that I'd been asking for. And this was the wake-up call that I really needed. Just because I teach people how to overcome self-sabotage, it doesn't mean that I don't experience self-sabotaging thoughts myself. The difference though, I've learned how to see it for what it is. Simply an illusion and not reality. And when you see it, you can stop it. You do not have to believe every thought that your brain throws at you. You don't have to let self-sabotage tell you you're not ready. So here's what I want you to do. Next time, instead of asking yourself, should I do this? Ask yourself, am I saying no out of fear or because of fact? Because the truth is, your brain doesn't care if you succeed. It simply wants you to stay the same. And if you let those thoughts win, you'll never truly know what you're capable of. So here's my challenge for you this week. The next time self-sabotage creeps in, call it out, write it down, look at it for what it really is. It's a lie designed to keep you safe and not successful. So if this story has resonated with you, why don't you let me know in the comment section one time that you almost let self-sabotage win. If you want to understand how to actually break the cycle of self-sabotage, then go and watch this video next.